Have you ever noticed that as you get older, certain tasks feel more difficult than they used to? Whether it's picking up something off the floor or taking a walk in the park, the energy you once had seems to fade a little quicker. And when it comes to exercising, you might find that your body doesn't recover as fast as it did years ago, or maybe certain movements start feeling a little more strained. It's completely normal, but the good news is that there's a lot you can do to stay strong, healthy, and prevent those aches and pains from slowing you down. Today, we're going to talk about something that's incredibly important for all of us, especially as we age, exercising in a way that protects our joints and helps us stay strong. Exercising isn't just about keeping fit, it's about staying independent, feeling good, and doing the things you love without worrying about injuries. But, and this is a big but, there are a few common exercise mistakes that people over 60 make that can actually do more harm than good. So, we're going to break those down today and give you some tips on how to avoid them. By making a few simple adjustments, you can create a workout routine that's not only safe, but sustainable, ensuring that you keep feeling great for years to come. Now, before we dive in, let me tell you this, it's never too late to start moving. If you've been thinking about getting more active or changing your routine, today is the perfect time to start. But to do that safely, it's important to recognize some of the exercise mistakes that many of us make without even realizing it. Let's start with the first one, and this might surprise you, overdoing it at the beginning. It's so tempting to push yourself when you're eager to get back into exercising. Maybe you're feeling good, and you think, I'm going to make up for lost time. But here's the thing, starting too hard, too fast can actually put a strain on your body and set you up for an injury. You've probably heard the saying, slow and steady wins the race, and that couldn't be truer when it comes to exercise, especially for older adults. When you've been inactive for a while, your muscles and joints need time to adjust to physical activity. Going all out right away can lead to muscle strains, joint pain, or worse, a fall that could set you back even further. Instead, try to ease into your routine. Start with low-impact activities like walking, gentle stretching, or light yoga. If you're new to exercise or coming back after a break, it's better to start with just 10 to 15 minutes of activity a few days a week and gradually build from there. Over time, as your body gets used to it, you can increase the duration or intensity. But the key is to listen to your body. If you start feeling fatigued or notice any discomfort, slow down. Another mistake I see is skipping warm-ups and cool-downs. I know, it might seem like an extra step that you can skip to save time, especially when you're eager to get started. But trust me, skipping warm-ups and cool-downs is a recipe for injury. Warm-ups are critical because they gradually increase blood flow to your muscles and joints, making them more flexible and ready for the activity ahead. A proper warm-up can prevent muscle strains and even improve your performance during the workout. So, what does a good warm-up look like? It doesn't need to be anything fancy. A 5 to 10 minute walk, followed by some light stretching, is a great way to get your body ready for exercise. Focus on the muscles you plan to use during your workout, whether it's your legs, arms, or back, and gently stretch those areas. This will not only prevent injury, but also improve your range of motion, so you move more freely during your workout. Cool-downs are just as important, if not more so. After a workout, your muscles are warmed up and more elastic, but they can also be tighter than usual. Taking a few minutes to cool down allows your heart rate to gradually return to its resting state and helps flush out the lactic acid that builds up during exercise, reducing soreness the next day. To cool down, take a few minutes to slow down your activity. If you've been walking, for example, slow your pace and finish with a gentle stretch. It's these small steps, warming up and cooling down, that can really make a difference in how your body handles exercise and helps protect your joints. I'm sure many of you have heard of the term no pain, no gain when it comes to working out. But when you're over 60, that mindset is something you want to leave behind. Pushing through pain during exercise is a big mistake that can lead to serious joint issues and setbacks. It's normal to feel some discomfort when you're challenging your body, but sharp pain or feeling like something isn't right is your body's way of telling you to stop. If you experience any sudden pain, especially in your joints, stop and assess the situation. It could be that your form is off, or you might need to adjust your movement to be gentler on your body. If the pain persists, it's a good idea to consult with your doctor or a physical therapist before continuing. They can help identify the root cause and provide guidance on safe exercises that will prevent future injuries. Now that we've covered overdoing it, skipping warm-ups and cool-downs, and ignoring pain signals, let's move on to the next part where we'll talk about another common mistake that many people make: exercising without proper form. This is a huge one, especially as we age, and it's something we want to be mindful of every time we move. So, let's dive into that next. Alright, now that we've talked about easing into exercise, warming up, and listening to our bodies when it comes to pain, let's take a closer look at another crucial aspect of staying injury-free: proper form. This is one of the most overlooked areas in fitness, but it's especially important as we age. When we exercise, it's natural to focus on how much we can lift or how fast we can go. However, poor form can cause serious harm to our joints and muscles. As we age, our bodies change, and we lose some of the flexibility and strength we once had. This makes it even more important to move with intention and awareness. If you're lifting weights, for example, or doing any exercise that requires you to hold a position or move a joint through a specific range of motion, you need to be mindful of your form. For instance, when you bend down to pick something up, your lower back and knees bear the brunt of the load. If your posture is wrong, say, if you're rounding your back instead of keeping it straight, you could end up with a strain or even a more serious injury. The same goes for exercises like squats or lunges. If your knees extend too far past your toes, you're putting unnecessary pressure on your knee joints. So, what can you do? Start by paying close attention to how you're moving. If you're unsure of your form, don't hesitate to ask a trainer or physical therapist for guidance. But even at home, you can do a simple check in front of a mirror. Take a few minutes to observe your movements and adjust them if needed. Focus on maintaining a neutral spine, straight back, and avoid rounding your shoulders or bending forward at the waist. This is key to protecting your joints and ensuring you're getting the most out of your exercise routine. Another common mistake I see is not adjusting exercises to fit your body's abilities. I get it, you might want to do the same exercises you did when you were younger, but as we age, our bodies need different treatment. Sometimes, the exercises we used to do without a second thought can become too harsh on our joints. For example, running can be tough on the knees, especially if you have osteoarthritis or other joint issues. That's okay, there are plenty of alternatives that will keep you moving without causing harm. Walking is a fantastic alternative, especially if you find running too jarring. It's low impact, and you can gradually increase your pace as you build strength. Swimming is another great choice for those who have joint concerns, as the buoyancy of the water reduces stress on the joints. If you love strength training but can't handle heavy weights anymore, you might want to switch to resistance bands, which provide a gentler, more controlled form of resistance. The idea here is to adapt your routine to what your body can handle now. Don't be afraid to modify exercises or swap them out entirely if they're no longer comfortable. Your goal is to stay active and maintain your strength, not to push through pain or strain. Now, here's something many people overlook: not taking enough rest between workouts. You might feel great after a workout and think, "I'll do it again tomorrow." But your muscles and joints need time to recover and rebuild. As we age, our recovery time increases, and this is something we need to respect to avoid injury. It's tempting to stay active every day, but rest days are crucial for your body to repair itself. You don't need to take a complete break from movement, but allowing your body time to recover helps prevent overuse injuries and promotes muscle growth. If you're doing strength training, for example, you should allow at least 48 hours of rest before working the same muscle group again. On your rest days, consider doing something low impact like gentle stretching, walking, or yoga. These activities help improve flexibility and circulation, keeping your body in motion without overloading it. Also, remember that just because you've been exercising for years doesn't mean your body doesn't need breaks. Overtraining can lead to fatigue, burnout, and ultimately, a higher risk of injury. If you find yourself feeling overly tired, sore, or not looking forward to your workouts, it might be a sign that you need more rest. Taking rest doesn't mean you're getting lazy or slacking off. It means you're being smart about your body's needs and preventing future injuries. Just like you wouldn't run a car without giving it maintenance, your body needs regular upkeep, too. So, make sure to listen to it and give it the rest it deserves. Now that we've covered the importance of proper form, adapting exercises to fit your needs, and taking enough rest, let's move on to the next mistake, neglecting flexibility and balance training. This is one of those areas where a little goes a long way, but it's often overlooked. Flexibility and balance are vital for reducing the risk of falls and improving overall mobility. Stay tuned, because this is something you won't want to miss. As we continue to talk about how to stay strong and protect your joints while exercising, one of the most important aspects of fitness for those over 60 is flexibility and balance training. Now, I know this might not sound as exciting as lifting weights or running, but trust me, this is one of the keys to staying independent and injury-free as you age. As we get older, our muscles can become tighter, and our balance can start to waver, which increases the risk of falls and injuries. But by incorporating flexibility and balance exercises into your routine, you can improve both your mobility and your confidence in moving around. Stretching and flexibility exercises help keep your muscles limber and joints fluid. They also aid in reducing the stiffness that comes from sitting for long periods or from aging. A few minutes of stretching every day can significantly improve your range of motion and prevent tightness, which could otherwise lead to discomfort or even injury when performing daily tasks. Simple stretches, like reaching for your toes or gently stretching your arms and legs, can help keep your muscles elongated and your joints moving freely. Balance exercises, on the other hand, are absolutely essential for fall prevention. As we age, our sense of balance tends to decline, which is why it's so important to incorporate balance work into your exercise routine. The good news is that you don't need to do complicated or difficult moves to improve your balance. Something as simple as standing on one leg, walking heel to toe in a straight line, or doing Tai Chi can work wonders for strengthening the muscles that help you maintain your stability. Balance exercises can also be incredibly fun. Try doing them near a sturdy chair or countertop for support as you practice standing on one leg or moving slowly and deliberately from side to side. You can also practice gentle yoga poses that emphasize balance and flexibility, like the tree pose or warrior two. These exercises not only help you physically, but also give you a sense of peace and mindfulness, which is equally important for your mental health. And don't forget about hydration. It's one of those things we sometimes overlook, but staying hydrated plays a huge role in keeping our joints lubricated and our muscles functioning properly. Dehydration can cause joint stiffness and muscle cramps, making exercise more difficult and potentially leading to injury. So, make sure you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day, not just during or after your workout. Aim for about 8 glasses a day, but keep in mind that you may need more if you're exercising or if the weather is hot. When it comes to the final mistake to avoid, it's all about not being consistent. I know it can be easy to fall off the wagon, especially when life gets busy or when you're not seeing instant results. But remember, consistency is the secret to long-term success. Just like brushing your teeth every day to keep your teeth healthy, regular exercise is the best way to keep your body strong and mobile. Even if it's just a short walk or a few minutes of stretching each day, staying consistent will pay off in the long run. It's not about working out for hours every day. It's about creating a sustainable routine that fits into your lifestyle and making movement a part of your daily habits. Find activities that you enjoy, whether it's dancing, gardening, or swimming, and make them part of your regular routine. Over time, you'll notice the benefits in your energy, strength, and overall well-being. I also want to leave you with a reminder that age is just a number. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or even beyond, it's never too late to start. Your body is capable of amazing things, and by following these tips, you can not only prevent injury, but also improve your quality of life. If you've been feeling like your body is slowing down, I hope this video has inspired you to take small steps to protect yourself and stay active. Remember, every little bit counts. To wrap it all up, let's quickly recap the key points. First, ease into your exercise routine and avoid pushing too hard too soon. Second, always warm up and cool down to protect your muscles and joints. Third, focus on proper form to prevent strain and injury. Fourth, adapt your exercises to what your body needs, whether it's walking, swimming, or light strength training. Fifth, take enough rest days to give your body time to recover. And finally, incorporate flexibility and balance training to maintain your independence and prevent falls. I hope you found these tips helpful, and I'd love to hear about your own experiences with exercise and staying active. What are your favorite ways to keep moving? Leave a comment below and share with the community. And if you found this video useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more helpful tips on living your healthiest life. Here's to staying strong, staying active, and enjoying every moment, no matter your age. Keep moving, and remember, you've got this.